So I'm excited about this program in particular because I think we have an opportunity here to take a different approach to the kinds of questions that a program like this raises. So we're living in a time where there are a lot of workshops and a lot of offerings that are in the area of training people about their implicit biases and all the ways in which they might be bringing bias into the decisions that they're making. And there's mixed evidence on whether those kinds of approaches are the best idea to try to intervene in questions in areas like this. And so I'm in particular excited about the approach that we take here, which is to both educate people about what we know in the research on these topic areas, but then to use that to walk them through a set of exercises and ways of engaging with these questions that will transform how they actually enact their practices in organizations, rather than just remind them of the ways in which they may be falling short. What's unique about this program and the approach that we take is that it's in great contrast, I think, to a lot of what is out there. So a lot of what's out there teaches people about diversity, it teaches people about the value of diversity, it builds the business case for diversity, and it also reveals to people the ways in which they may be biased that they're not aware of. And while there's great value in that kind of approach, there's not as much that we know about, well, how do you overcome that? What are practices that you can use to really leverage diversity and be inclusive as a leader? Our approach takes that as its starting point. So we cover material that reflects research in this area so that people are well caught up in the latest knowledge and so on. But rather than stop there with the suggestion that they perhaps can do better, we have people go through a series of exercises, but also practice sort of with each other, support each other, get support from the program itself in moving through an entirely different way of managing a challenge or managing a decision so that they're equipped to carry that forward into their management in the future.
Well, what's exciting about this being, kind of cutting edge course where people are able to use some of the kind of latest technologies to actually really work in real time in a way that works to address some of these challenges. So actually, if learning in a way that's not co-located and is asynchronous is actually one of the challenges, I believe one of the best ways to do this is actually to just work in the mode, right? So sometimes we take people and put them in a room to actually learn how to work virtually. And so here, now you actually have a chance to work through some of the main challenges that actually are not related necessarily to diversity and inclusion. It's just the changing face of work. And then to lay on top of that these issues. So I think that kind of learning setup and structure creates some of the conditions. And because adults really need to learn experientially, not only conceptually, because we don't want to just think about how one might swing a golf club by reading a book on how to play golf. We actually want to be able to swing a golf club well. In this case, we don't want to just think about how we might be more inclusive. We actually want to be more inclusive. And so in order to take that transition from cognitive knowledge to actual impact that works, we actually have to be able to practice. And so this course has the opportunity to practice by learning this way, but also by giving people a chance to experience some of what they're aspiring to improve.